and Overland Park, Kansas, the geographical center of the United States, and also this week the soccer center of the country as well. 104 teams here fighting it out for 14 national championships. Almost 3,000 players, coaches, referees, all here for the game of soccer, and we're glad to be able to bring it to you once again. John Peters here, Daniel Reed, our producer. We'll introduce our camera folks, Maria, Riyadh, and Georgia. They're working hard to bring you the best pictures available. And here you see the two teams. In the orange, and it looks like navy or black, it's the Syracuse Developmental Academy out of Syracuse, New York, coached by Shannon Colton. On the other side, out of Baltimore, Maryland, it's the Baltimore Celtic Premier Team, coached by Mike St. Martin. These teams very familiar with one another. They have played 7 times in the last couple of years. Syracuse with a 4-3 advantage, a long ball immediately sent in. Contact there and a whistle. But these two teams have played 7 times. 4-3 record goes to Syracuse. And interestingly enough, those 4 wins all coming for, before April 1st. Celtic had the advantage. After April 1st, Syracuse has won all those matches. So we'll see if that continues or if Celtic can turn it around. Nice through ball there. It's headed around like a pinball, finally taken down by the defense and cleared away. Let's talk about the starters who are on the pitch as we see the ball worked in the midfield. Starting for Syracuse, number 4 is Carter Jackson. And if we see a play come in, we'll interrupt this list. We do see a run here by Chaz Smith. He runs in. Good contact there. Takes it down to the end line. And the flag is up. And it looked like the ball was offside, it looks like there. So it's Carter Jackson, number 4, Casey Phillips, number 5. Number 6 is Donovan Duell. 7, Cam Stewart. 9 is Caden Stafford. Number 11, Aiden Burke. Number 12, Dale Lepper. 17, Ty Mulcahy. Number 23, Jacob Linhard. Number 77, Kaysen Stafford, of course, brother of Caden. And number 88 in the goal is Eric Jewson. Trying to get that ball through. The defense still interrupting the play. We're back in midfield again. We'll get you the starters here for Baltimore in just a moment. The Celtic squad in black with the green sleeves. Ball taken in. That's Smith. Smith working it in. A ball inside. It's going to go through. Nobody touches it. Comes all the way to the other corner. Worked there by Simons. Sent in, now headed away and brought up the side. Good hustle there coming across. That was Adlet, Lawrence Adlet. Now look on the right side, trying to get it through. Ball through. Flag is up, immediately offside. And they were looking, sit the ball in the middle. Coach looking to see, maybe get it out on the right side. Let's look at the starters here for Celtic Premier. Once again out of Baltimore, Maryland. Number 3, Sean Thompson, defender. Number 4, Jackson Simons. We've called his name. Number 6, Chaz Smith. Very evident in the forward position early on here. That's Liam Giblin working the ball on the far side. Number 10, starting a defender, Brian St. Martin, son of head coach Mike St. Martin. Ball sent in. Let's see who gets to it. A lot of speed here for Celtic. Worked down by Burke. He'll clear it out. Now toward midfield, trying to control it. Sent over near side. That's Duell. Sends it right back and back in. Let's see if they can get to it before the keeper hustling out. He'll clear it away. Keeper on the other side is Finstemacher, number 20. Ball worked in the back. That's Jackson. He'll send it on back to his keeper, Jewson. We'll continue with the starters here for Celtic. We got through Brian St. Martin. Taekwon Stroud, scorer with 5 goals in the regionals. Out there, number 17. Giblin, we called his name. 19, a defender. The keeper, number 20, Joel Finstemacher. Number 23, Zach Harple, midfielder. Number 26, Lawrence Adlet, Jr. Number 27, Miles Lamb. And number 39, Vincent Danielson. So that gives you all the starters. Share the referee names here in a moment as the ball bounding around trying to get some possession here. Pretty helter-skelter pace already. Ball worked in. That's Lamb. He's working in. Takes the right foot. Shot blocked nicely there. That was Jackson. Carter Jackson got a leg in there and stopped the whole process. So Jusen will take his time, put it up. We're on field number 3. As you see, the sun is coming from the near side to far side as you are watching. It is about 60 degrees, maybe a low 60s right now. A little nippy this morning if you're used to the heat that's been experienced in Dallas the last few years. There's a foul near the midfield. Our officials, we see in the middle, Yusuf Elmasusi, AR1 Hector Gutierrez, AR2 Lauren Hill, 4th official here on the side, Melvin Rivas. Ball worked in. That's going to be worked up forward by Stafford. Stafford taking the right, goes by 3 defenders, still trying to control it, works it out toward the side. Sent back over to Duell. Duell to the middle, trying to work it across. Linhard still working with it, maintains control, gets it back to Mulcahy, and then finally taken away by the defense. Another number 27 steps in. That was Lepper who took it away. Ball worked out wide, trying to spread it out a little bit. Little 1v1 action. There's going to be a left foot sent in. It's going to be a ball grabbed by the keeper in there. That's Fenstermacher.
Hey, turn. Slide, everyone slide.
Checking the monitor here, make sure that you folks are seeing the action. Ball worked to the far side. They'll let it run on out. Little collision on the far side. However, it'll be a toss in there by Stewart, I believe, will do the honors. Talk about some of the players to watch here for Syracuse. Caden Stafford had 8 goals in the regional work. And I believe that was early on in the regionals, the very first game as well. The Eastern region was against Baltimore Celtic for the Syracuse squad. That was a 2-1 victory. Celtic looking to bounce back. The Baltimore squad would try to bounce back and get a little bit of revenge, and they're looking at the offside flag goes up. Coach Colton excited about the opportunity, however, maybe showing a little weakness in the back. So working forward, that looks like that would be, as we mentioned, Caden Stafford, who had 8 goals in that Eastern Regional. Ball bounding around. There's a shot that will go off wide right. Some other games for the Syracuse squad. 4-1 victory over HMMS Eagle out of Pennsylvania. 5-1 over Massachusetts Elite. Another victory over the New Jersey team, STA, 2-0. Then they came up against a really tough Beadling team out of Pittsburgh, losing 2-1. And then another victory there, 6-1 victory over TSF Academy out of New Jersey. Ball in the far corner. That will be a corner. Here we go. That'll be sent from the far side. Looks like that is Adlet who's working his way over to put it in motion. Let's see if he's going to be using the left foot. Looks like he's laying it down to set up the left foot, which will be an in-bender there that will be coming into the sun. Sun not a problem from this angle. Ball low in the box. It's going to be bounded around, and it's another corner. Adlet lurking there. Looks like he got that one in toward Stroud. You have Stroud, and with 5 goals in the region. As we mentioned, the 2-1 loss there right off the bat for Baltimore against this Syracuse team. They bounced right back, won the next 4. There's a right foot. That one stays on the ground. Working it over to St. Martin, sends it back in, and the offside flag is up. And the defense may have set a little trap there to get the offside flag. Somebody backing off, and looks like that will be Stewart who will put it in play. And once again, glad to be able to bring this to you. John Peters here out of Charleston, South Carolina. The East Coast teams coming out here at 7 a.m. Central Time. Feels more like 8 a.m. And if you're a West Coast team, that ball lost out to the right West Coast team, it would seem real early. Ball being retrieved, it will be brought back in. Sun rising. The temperature will also go up a little bit. As we said, a little bit cooler this morning. And got up this morning, saw about 59 degrees. Ball bounding around. Headed 3 or 4 times, now cleared back. This is the 16U boys. And the following contest will also be 16U boys. Ball going back and forth here. We'll let you watch some of that. Keeping it in. Good job there, and quick throw in. Looks like Lepper's going to try to get it in towards Stafford. And no whistle. The referee says play on. Ball sent back right on the midfield. Lamb loses that one now, fighting for it. Hustling up is Simons. Simons working around, kicked right here toward us, and turning just in time. Might have to back off the field a little. We had talking about getting into the action here early. That ball tossed in quickly there by Lepper. Fighting through, haven't mentioned Kaysen Stafford. Caden and Kaysen, brothers there for Syracuse. Nice ball to the far side. Let's see if they can track it down. Working over there is Danielson. Danielson now will send it off the defender. Another corner, third corner now for the Celtic team. As you're watching about this little over 11 minutes in. Once again, appreciate the work being done by Daniel Reed, our producer. Taking that ball across is Lamb. Some of the teams that the Celtic team defeated: Massachusetts Elite, HMMS Eagle, BW Agachi out of New York, and TSF Academy out of New Jersey. There's a ball that's headed away. Trying to clear it out, didn't quite get all of it. That ball held back in. Now a little joust over there for it. Adlet going against Linhard. Harple now turns. Got the white headband. Coach Shannon Colton saying words go out to Logan Comfort, one of the players who just got out of the hospital with a very serious head injury situation after the regionals. A week after, went in the hospital. And so thoughts and prayers with him from this team. I'm sure they're playing with him on their mind. Missing one of their players, and hope he's doing well. So, Logan, if you're listening in, thoughts for you. Ball worked around. There's a ball sent in. It's going to be behind the goal, however. Trying to get you the number. Trying to get the number of the player working that one over there. That was Caden. Got a good view. You folks have the best seat in the house. 3 cameras going. And working hard to give you some good shots. Get some replays in once in a while. That ball set up by the keeper, Joel Finstermarker. He'll put the left foot into it. High toward the halfway stripe. Ball sent back. That's Simons. Ball worked, sent in. Little foot race here. Cleared away nicely by the defense. Ball down the side. Simons tried to stab it. There's going to be a quick toss. Trying to get it to Stafford, and you can see the speed of these two teams. They really like the pressure. And talk to Coach Colton saying, hey, want to be a high-pressure team. Want to always, even if we get a lead, we're still going to be pushing it. Ball gets away. Contact there, but no foul. Little Nice nifty passing there, but taken away nicely by Adlet. Taken right back. This was Linhard. Picks the pocket of Adlet, sends it the other way. So both teams trying to get something going. Mulcahy gets ahead in there. Here comes Stafford working it through. A little give and go maybe. No, turns and takes it to the right. Working over there to Duel. Duel working in. Sing it in. Nice pass. Shot. It's in. And I believe that was going to be Duel to Stafford. And what a nice play it was. It was a combo. As they see where the cameras are, we'll check the replay here coming up. But I believe it will be Duel to Stafford. But you see the entire front line working that ball around well to get that goal. And you can see from this angle, it was not struck hard. It was struck accurately, and it was put in. So we'll see if the come up here and score 1-0 already at the 15-minute mark. So we got Duel with the assist, Stafford with the goal. Ball sent in, and now Celtic with urgency, working it down. It's going to be Stewart clears it away. This ball on the far side. Now it's going to be a little bit different attitude maybe from Baltimore Celtic, trying to fight back into it, down 1-0. On the other side, as we said from Coach Golden, there will be no let up for the Syracuse squad. They will continue to fight and pressure. And so, once again, you see Stafford out there with that captain's armband, wearing number 9. Had 8 goals in the regional, East Regional. Following that up would be Casey Phillips, had 4 goals, and a couple for Caruana, who will be a sub. Ball a little flip back. Got to be careful here on the side. Already got nailed once with a pretty hard shot. Once again, Syracuse, as you would expect, in the orange. Celtic working in the black and green. Ball sent in. Nice combo there. Off to the side, that's going to be Adlet, works it over. Picked up there by Mulcahy. Sent in, top of the box, bounding around. Defense gets a little bit of a connection to it, and ball sent back in, flicked away. It'll be a corner, this time on the near side. 4th corner now for Celtic. And coming in to put this one in play will be Mulcahy. Tyler Mulcahy had a goal in the regional series. That's actually Stroud putting in play. Wrong team. That ball went all the way through. I don't believe anybody touched it. So yes, Tyquan Stroud. Sorry about that. Put that ball in play. That he had 5 goals in the East Regional. These two teams coming together 7 times in the last couple years. Real rivals in many ways. Not too far away from one another. Baltimore and New York, if you look at the entire landscape. So as we saw, a great combination earlier. Ball moved around near the top of the box, passed 2 or 3 times. Involved in that play also was Linhard. And then Duel finding the real great scorer for the Syracuse team, and that being Caden Stafford. Ball on the far side, that will be tossed in. Back line trying to organize. They'll toss it in right in front of the fans. Quite a few fans here early. They're looking right into the sun from the far side. And as we said, you folks there watching have a great vantage point. Sun behind the cameras, shining bright off the uniforms and the players. Ball sent in, a lot of speed here put on. The keeper has to come out. Fenstermacher outside the box. He'll clear it away, at least briefly. Backside, here comes the ball near side. A lot of collision there. We'll go on into the bench area. Simons tracks it down. He'll toss it in. That ball flicked out. Goes off of Mulcahy. Tossed in there by Lamb. Comes back to him. Now the defense takes it away. Good job by the Syracuse defense. Good passes. Fairly accurate. That one broken up by Simons. Here comes Adlet. He's been so active. Looks like St. Martin sends it in. That's going to come across. Shot, and it's blocked away nicely. That was Burke who slid in with the last second block. It'll be another corner here for Celtic. They've had many corners. This will be Stroud putting it in play once again. If we're trying to keep track, see, maybe the fifth corner. There it is, a long ball, back post, goes all the way through, kept in play. St. Martin now will get it back, and then it's high in the top of the box. Defense gets control. Nice ball there. Here comes Stafford. Let's see if he can track it down. He's got the speed. Fenstermacher has to come out to clear it away. So pressure continues to be put on by Caden Stafford, and I think that is the modus operandi for this Syracuse squad. Continue the pressure. Ball taken away nicely by Lamb. He'll send it in. Here comes pressure the other way. Fighting through, trying to get there's Danielson. Let's see if it will be another corner. And if I'm accurate, 6 corners. I believe we've had 1 for Syracuse thus far. So if you were to look at the number of corners, you would think this game might be going the other way as far as score, but it's 1-0 right now, Syracuse. Caden Stafford with the goal around the 15-minute mark. Ball high, back post, goes all the way through again. And we had a little shove there. Looked like Simons was working his way in. Coach St. Martin not real happy with the non-call there. Trying to get some sort of help there from the referee on that play as a corner. Simons working his way in. Looked like he was taken down pretty hard, but no whistle. Ball sent to the far side. Working it over there is Casey Phillips up the side. Working over there to Linhard. Linhard, part of the combination earlier that led to a goal. Sends it low ball. That's flicked away. Worked in the middle there. Mulcahy, near side. Lepper, big ball, left side. Headed away nicely by the defense. Good job there. Adlet now will work it up. Take it away. And Stewart right there. That ball blocked toward Fenstermacher. He'll come out, scoop it up. Fenstermacher in the light blue and black jersey. Keeper for Celtic. On the other side for Syracuse, kind of a yellowish sunflower type color, or mustard yellow. Looks like we have our first substitute getting ready to come in. Ball worked around. That's Cason Stafford, who was on it briefly. There's another long ball sent out by Celtic. Working in is Danielson. He's got a little space. Will it go too far? It does. A little too much pace on that one, and he gets away. Sub getting ready to come in for Syracuse. Referee blows the whistle to come in. And once again, kudos to our camera folks, Maria Echeverry, Riyad Osmankovic, and Georgia Bernardakis. So checking in will be Ethan Caruana. Has a couple of goals in the Eastern Regionals. He checks in for Donovan Duell. Duell had the assist on the goal. We'll double check that at halftime to make sure that's correct, but from what we saw, a great setup there. Got it to Caden Stafford, a real scorer on the team. Caruana right there getting involved quickly. Gets a foot on it right now, controls it, sends it in the middle. A little silent pass turned there, and that finds the defense with the ball. Here comes Danielson. Gets past Stewart briefly. Now sends it in. There's going to be a flick away. The defense getting a foot in there is a good opportunity. Celtic working that ball into the box. Now the defense trying to figure something that they can move it on up. Celtic really sending a lot of players forward trying to get the equalizer. Contact there, playing on. Referee allowing the contact. Stewart, far side, sends a long ball. Caruano, who's in there, he's got the ball now. It's deflected down by the defense, but not enough, and a foul called in the back. So Caruana comes in with the fresh legs. Has an opportunity there. Foul called, will be put in play. Looks like Celtic now getting ready to put in it's Baltimore and Syracuse. If you've just joined us, Baltimore in the black and green, Syracuse in the orange and navy. Long ball sent in, picked up by Juicin. So these coaches really working hard as well. A couple of subs getting ready to come in for Baltimore. There's Cason Stafford, a good play there. Nice job. Adlet now works it around, takes it across toward midfield with the right foot. Get a little speed, puts a whack at it, and it's going to go left. Didn't really get all of it, but rolls out on the left side. So we mentioned probably 12 to 15 matches going on right now as we speak all across this complex as we hear excitement all around us. This particular field, as you see in the cameras, kind of off in the distance, maybe even a golf course behind here and just on the edge of the complex. Nice tree background, the trees, the greenery on a blue sky here. As the subs come in, that's going to be Matias De Jesus. Checks in for Celtic. Ball worked around. There's De Jesus. He turns, sends it in. A little contact there, no whistle. Caruana trying to get that one up over the top. Coach calling for it to come up over the top, but it was down low. That was actually Lepper, the defender, and that one picked up in the back by Juicin. Really trying to get the ball into Stafford. That seems to be the goal. You've got Caruana in the middle. Now on the near side, right in front of us, right in front of the camera as you're watching, Caden Stafford. Great finish a while ago. Put it in the lower left corner of the goal. Ball headed around, and the hands in the back. That's going to draw the whistle. So I think a call on Lepper. That will put it in play here. Looks like it's going to be Stroud. Stroud will put it in play with the right foot, and the players line up near the top of the box. Low, headed back in and out now. A little popcorn action toward midfield. Really nobody there, so the defense will be able to corral it. That's Sean Thompson. Long ball back in. You've got a lot of the Celtic players up front. Danielson, big collision. Throw in on the far side. And it looked like that was Stewart over there trying to maintain pressure on Danielson. Danielson with good speed, very good speed. Harple over there as well. He's got the white headband. Adlet in the box as well as Kwaku Marfo Sarbing, who's checked in. We'll call him Kwaku. Kwaku with 3 goals for Celtic in the regional. Ball sent back out. Simons now. He'll settle it briefly. Flicked away. A lot of traffic in the middle. There's a strike that's going to go high, and it stays in. The big netting. I say big, probably 20, 25 feet up. Hit near the top of it. Another sub getting ready to come in for Syracuse. Looks like Tyler Colton will come in. Let's see who's coming out. Colton will check in. Checking out will be Linhard. Tyler Colton had a goal in the Eastern Regional as well. maybe close to a handball there. And Cason Stafford sends it in toward Caruana. There's Caden. Ball stolen away. Nice job there. An interception done nicely by St. Martin. Nice flick away there by Giblin. Near side. They reverse the pitch. Here it comes. Nice job by Simons. Feeds it down toward Adlet. He'll work it in. Takes a strike at it. It's interjection got in the way there with the foot. Looks like a player down in the back. See if he'll be able to get up. He does. Ball sent forward and a good pass. Very accurate. Good work there as the substitute to Jesus. Sends it back to St. Martin. St. Martin will send it in, and it's snatched away by Jusen as he dives forward right in front of a hustling Kwaku Marfo Sarbing, who is subbed in, fresh legs. Kwaku, as we said, 3 goals for this Celtic team in the Eastern Regional. Caden Stafford, he'll send it over to Lepper. Ball down the pitch. And it's send on in, and Finstemacher will scoop it up. Taking their time now. They'll check the clock, see 30-minute mark. So looking at this group from the 40-minute half. It's not hot enough in previous years when the heat was up in dangerous levels. There would be a water break, not necessary here, particularly in the 7 a.m. match. And the defense converged right there. Here it comes to the side. We'll back up. Hustling in, Aiden Burke taking a whack at it, going down on his back. Alec Carey will check in. Carey will come in for Adlet. Adlet get a little rest, put some fresh legs up front. Looks like he's going right to the front. Trying to change things up a little bit. Simons will toss it in. Guess who? Went right toward Carey. Ball worked across through traffic. A little too much speed, and Simons was waiting on him. Now taken away again by Syracuse. St. Martin tracks it down. Try to take it up the far side. He does. Stays in. Looks like Danielson working over there again. Danielson, number 39, with great speed. He does work it off the defense. It'll be a toss in there for Celtic. Both these teams, great tradition as over the years playing in the National Championship Series, playing in the regionals. I believe the number was 46 teams coming in through the National League competition and 58 coming in through the regional championships. So 104 teams here from all across the fruited plains. That ball in the box. That's going to be in the box. He turns, looks at it, now flicks it back. Shot. That's going to be a double hopper. It gets loose, but nice try there. That was Stroud. Put a foot on it, and it was a little short hop for Jusen, the keeper. He stayed with it. The ball bounded away just ever so slightly, and he was able to retrieve it. A couple of Celtic players right there trying to put the pressure on. Here comes Cason Stafford. Stafford looking to the far side, working it back and forth. Caden Stafford. So you got the Stafford brothers right there near one another. Did not ask if they're twins. I will find out at halftime. How about that? Ball toward midfield. Working back and forth. Goal coming at around the 15-minute mark. 1-0 your score. Caden Stafford with that goal. Duel with a nice assist. Okay, nice reverse there. Works his way through traffic. Nifty footwork there. working it in, trying to get it inside. Nice twirl there, but Simon's there to greet him as he turned.
Shoot that from there. You can hit it from
Let's see who that was. Casey Phillips. Some fancy footwork in the middle. We're looking at the 34, working into the 35th minute. A couple of substitutes getting ready to come in. Looks like Owen Anglin as well as Aiden Loudon. Both these fellas scoring goals in the regional play. So as both coaches will tell you, a lot of players with some potential here for scoring. Right now it's 1-0, just the one goal by Caden Stafford. As we said, back in the 15th minute. Ball on the far side will be tossed in. Heard a whistle. That was the field next to us here. Good job by the defenders trying to get it up. Alec Carey tries to do a little back flip there with a heel. There's a race to the ball. Who's going to get there? Nice tackle. Cleared away and now picked up by Juicin. Let's see, that was Lepper who had to hustle back. Your subs are in there, Anglin and Loudon with fresh legs. So Alec Carey as well. Right up front, you've got 3 Celtic players really trying to put the pressure on. Trying to get the equalizer here before halftime. Near side, going to be sent down left-hand side to Kwaku. Kwaku working 1v1, takes it back to the right foot, flicked away nicely by the defense. Stafford, Caden Stafford working his way across, picked up there by Harple. And worked back in. St. Martin flicks it forward, and it'll be a race to the ball, and Juicin comes out. Nice job there of the keeper making that decision when to come off the line. That ball flicked out far side. And looking at extra time, so a sub going in, that's what we're looking at. And it looks like it'll be Sievers. Number 24 comes in for St. Martin. Bryant Sievers III. Both these teams, as we said, coming up against a tough beetling squad out of Pittsburgh. Baltimore Celtic finding them late in the regional, going down 5-2. So beetling, a team to watch, winning the national championship last year in the, I guess it would be the 15U, and the year before the 14U, playing in the national championship against a team out of Mount Pleasant in South Carolina. Very familiar with those folks there. Checking in will be Jackson Card, wearing number 1. Caden Stafford comes off, and he will have a little time here to talk to coach, trying to figure out how to get another goal. Has one. Ball tossed in. Loudon there will toss it back in. It's flicked away by the defense or the midfield there. Ball headed away briefly and trying to turn the other way. Getting the defense shaped up a little bit, but once again, we'll continue to put pressure on. Once again, you see that pressure. Here comes a ball back toward the keeper. Fenstermacher will settle it, and he has orange shirts on both sides, so he'll clear it away. Pressure continues to be put on, and that's what Coach Colton said. Said we will continue to put pressure on, even if we go up with a lead. Ball worked around there. Stewart down the left side. And cleared away nicely by the defense. I believe that was Severs who just checked in, who was able to clear that one out. Once again, approaching we're in the 40th minute.
Aiden, in front of him and Carter's behind him.
It'll be a toss in as we come approaching halftime here. 1-0 your score. We're on field 3, the Shields Soccer Complex in Overland Park, Kansas. Not far from Kansas City. Here's the toss into the sun, into the box, and it will be flicked away, and now will be put back in play by Fenstermacher. Maybe time for one more push. Ball up to the halfway stripe. There'll be 1 minute added, it sounds like, from our fourth official, Mr. Melvin Rivas. Ball flipped around, and now Alec Carey works with it, trying to take it down the side. Nice job there by the defender. And it goes over into the fan area. Spectators sitting in their lounge chairs that they've brought, those lawn chairs, also some bleachers on the side. Many standing for the entire match. Looking right square into the sun as it goes back to Fenstermacher. We're the lucky ones on this side, have the sun behind us. Fenstermacher continuing to work with it. So with a minute of extra time, we probably are approaching halftime very quickly. Maybe one last push here. Let's see as Kwarku now sends it in. That ball, Loudon working with it. Kicks it outside toward Severs. Back to Loudon. Takes it in and then cleared away. And it'll be a toss in there for Syracuse. And looks like we have gone to the extra minute time, and we will go to halftime. Well, we will not. I thought that was the whistle. That was the whistle behind us. We were kind of the fake whistle there coming from the other pitch. Everybody expecting the halftime whistle any second. Ball still worked around. Still a possibility. Kwarku now. He'll get a shot. Will it be a corner? It will. Looks like we'll have another corner here before halftime. Sprinting over Stroud. He'll put it in play. This could be a key play here right before halftime. Setting it down for the right foot. It'll be bending out. Here it comes. Nice high ball. Front post. Headed and sent in. Still a loose and finally corralled there. And everybody making contact. That'll take us to halftime. Juicin comes up with the ball, but there was a lot of contact in there and a lot of traffic. So we go to halftime. It's 1-0 on the Caden Stafford goal. We're going to check over here, and we probably have some words for you at halftime. Thank you for all of our sponsors as we have made it to halftime. 1-0 your score. And I'll step aside for just a moment, and we'll be back. All right, we're at halftime. It is Syracuse 1, Baltimore Celtic 0, and we are going to hang on just a moment here as the referee. We want to say thank you to our sponsors here as you see those pop up. Proud sponsors AE Engine, Media and Marketing. Also AmericanEagle.com, sponsor of the U.S. Youth National Championship. Bag Tags Incorporated. Target. Also Chipotle Grill, Mexican Grill. Expand a Brand, sponsoring. Also, every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods, sponsors. MLS, proud sponsor. National College Student Athletes, NCSA. Nike, also a sponsor. Positive Coaching Alliance, better athletes, better people. Another proud sponsor, Premier International Tours. Soccer Shots, another sponsor. Also thanks to go out to Sun-Maid Raisins. Your Petro Shopping Center, TA. United Soccer Coaches, also a proud sponsor. USA Soccer. And Wilson Trophy Company, provider of trophies for the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series. Thanks go out to all of our sponsors. Once again, it's halftime. It is Syracuse 1 and Baltimore Celtic 0 in a goal by Caden Stafford in the 15th moment. We'll be back soon here for the second half action. John Peters, Daniel Reed, and crew will be back to bring you the action here from Field 3 at the Shields Soccer Complex, Overland Park, Kansas. All right, welcome back. John Peters here with you. We're getting ready for the second half as we see the teams obviously switching sides, and you have the Syracuse team now going right to left. Baltimore Celtic in the black and green. They'll be working left to right. Ball at midfield and waiting for the official. Now he says, let's go. Pressure put on quickly by Syracuse, and Celtic trying to get the equalizer as they'll work it forward. Caden Stafford, the goal scorer in the first half, just in the 15th moment. Nice ball sent in there from Donovan Duell. Make sure to get that first name right. Donovan Duell wearing number 6. That ball sent in the box, and once again, pressure put on by Celtic. Defense is there and have a little bit of time to clear it away. Ball near side. That ball flicked away, and it will be a toss in right there. Once again, the referees, Yusuf El-Masusi out in the middle, and looks like we got a injury. St. Martin went down here. He's back up now. Ball flipped away. Cason Stafford looking for his brother now. Flicked away. Nice job of intercepting that one there by number 19, Liam Giblin. And St. Martin will toss it in. Down the line, that ball right on the line. It will stay it just goes out. It was right on the line for about 30, 40 yards before trailing away. And once again, here from Overland Park, Kansas, the Shields Soccer Complex, U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series. Round robin play here for 3 days. Then we'll go into the semifinals. The 13U group will actually have their finals on Friday evening. Saturday will be semifinals for the top teams from each division. And then Sunday will be the championships. Boys and girls playing. That ball sent to left. Let's see if he can go 1v1 here. Takes it to the right. Low ball sent back out. Cason Stafford now, and then picks his pocket. Good job there by Stroud to break it up. Sent back in. Now back out front to Caden. He lets it go. Takes it to the right. Lining it up. Now take it right to the top of the box. Still with it. Trying to get to the left foot. Ball finally get a strike in there, but right in the middle of traffic. So the defense just in time getting there, but once again we see those good combinations on the inside by Syracuse. Short passes, accurate, nifty moves with the ball as well. And the referee giving the ball to Baltimore Celtic and Coach Colton. A little disagreement there as see the ball will trail out once again. St. Martin once again. Head coach Mike St. Martin, his son, Brian, defender and midfielder. Ball flicked back. Here go. There's a rush of Celtic players, but they come into an orange crush, orange wave as well. Ball sent forward. Let's see if it's onside. Flag goes up, and they will be offside. That would have been a goal for sure. The flag must have just barely been offside. It was a good rush there by the orange squad. And so if you watch the Women's World Cup, all it takes is just a little touch offside, and the flag goes up. Ball sent over. Celtic now working it, and a foul there. It will be put in play. This will be a good opportunity, a set piece. Probably maybe 35 yards out. So everybody getting set. They'll mark off the 10 yards. The wall will also be put in place by Syracuse. You have 3 players in line here. Let's see who will take it. One of those is Lamb, also Stroud, and your other player there is Danielson. Whistle, and here comes a little misdirection. Now they'll put it in play and blocked away nicely there by Phillips. Simons, and a slide tackle takes it out. A hard tackle that was, and a good one. Simons will toss it in. Sends it in low. Let's see what Caden Stafford turned. He thought he might have a chance to get that ball across the defender and just take it away. And here you go. You've got a 3-on-1, but quickly back. And a little click in the ankle will stop the play. And it was Adlet who was coming back to play defense there. And another foul call, this one on Cason Stafford. Cason Stafford wearing number 77, his brother Caden number 9. Ball sent in, quick pressure again, Celtic working it right back in. That's Lamb, sends it back towards Simons. Simons looking, flicked away, and it will be sent out. Throw in on the far side for Syracuse. Encouragement being called in from the bench, and both sides. Assistant coach for Mike St. Martin is Dan Murphy. Appreciate the help of the team moms giving us, make sure all the pronunciations are at least close. Again, a word of thanks to our producer Daniel Reed and Turbo Sports, video broadcasters for this national championship series. Nearly 3,000 players, coaches, referees here. Hand is up and ball will be put in play. There it is, a long ball, top of the box. What a foot on that one. It's in a good spot, ball worked around. That's Linhard working with it, still has possession. Stafford puts a right foot on it. It's partially blocked and then picked up there by Fenstermacher. But you can tell he's looking to pull the trigger. Little ball gets free, and now midfield chaos. Now right side. Nice interception. And tried to get it forward as a through ball that if it had gone through to Caden Stafford, he was loose. Coming the other way, there's a trip. And this will be another set piece, another opportunity. And a little warning there from the official. Has a little chat there with Cameron Stewart. And once again, Syracuse really trying to get that ball forward to Caden Stafford. And this time it looks like St. Martin may be the only Celtic who will line up on the ball. Last time, if you remember, you had 3 Celtic players there. This time, just the one. So you're putting a lot more players forward. And they'll send it in near far post, headed against, trying to keep it in play, and the flag goes up, and it will be put in play there by Jewson. Jewson once again in the mustard yellow, number 88 for Syracuse. On the other side, number 20, Fenstermacher in the light blue, kind of a baby blue. A lot of jousting here. Ball finally possessed. Caden Stafford, who is a magician with that ball. Cason Stafford sends it on in, but it will make its way to Jewson's hands, and he'll pick it up. I'll check our time here. We're looking in the 9th minute, working toward the 10th minute of the second half. Ball headed around and fighting for it. Looks like St. Martin there. He's surrounded. And the referee says it'll be a toss-in now for Celtic. St. Martin. Ball tossed in. Trying to get it in toward his front line. That's Chaz Smith. He's a good scorer. Smith with 2 goals in the regional. And a lot of A lot of different players scoring for each of these teams in that Eastern Regional. Had 7 players score for Baltimore Celtic. And there's a foul, another set piece coming up. Referee having a little chat with a couple of the defenders. On the other side, we had 3-5, had 9 players score in that Eastern Regional Final for Syracuse. The only scorer for either team right here so far is Caden Stafford. Putting the ball in play, it'll be Tyquan Stroud. Everybody lining up. This ball will come out of the sun. Low ball sent in, and a quick save there by Jusen. Eric Jusen, the keeper, sends it out to Linhard. Linhard working across, toward Caden Stafford. Looks, turns. Nice ball, and a beautiful ball it is. A little stumble, but he's staying with it. Takes it back to the right, trying to get a strike on it, and a good job by the defense. That was actually Sean Thompson saving the day. He was helped by a stumble in there by Duell. Ball worked around by Linhard. Sends it back to Caden Stafford. Once again, just a great ball handler. Ball bounding around. Linhard looks at it, but Phillips takes it away. They've got time here, a little space. Working it in. There's a shot, and it's right on. Finstermacher with save. Looked like that was Duell again, putting the foot on it. And Finstermacher with the left foot gets it over to Lamb. And turning there, nice job by Smith. He's going to work his way in. Sends it out the left. A strike back, give and go, shot. And it will be off the keeper. Let's see, there's a little collision underneath. What a nice give and go that was. Working together, you had Smith and Stroud, I believe it was, who worked his way in. Let's see if we have this quickly cleared away. And boy, I tell you, the action, Celtic, and both these teams did not really take much time when they have an opportunity to go out. Here's a ball to the right. Shot, and it's Joe. What a save. Jusen gets a hand on that one and just flicks it across. And another corner coming up. This will be Adlet. And really trying to get the equalizer. A lot of pressure here in the last few minutes. Working into the 13th minute here. Syracuse still up by 1, but Celtic putting the pressure. There's a low ball sent in. Jusen comes out and gets it. And here's a quick counterattack. Ball sent back to Linhard. Big ball sent out toward midfield. It gets loose. Stafford thinks about chasing it, but I think he'll give way to Simons, who has the edge. Stafford continued to put a little pressure. And the defense, he looked around and said, where was the defense to or the offense actually, to come up on that ball to continue the pressure? He was putting pressure up front. And when the ball went outside, I think he expected a teammate to be there to help out. Here's Linhard. Works it around. Plays with it a little bit. Controls it. Ball sent back down the middle. Nice ball there that goes through. Stafford sends it to his brother, Kaysen. Far side. Now, Caden Stafford works it across. It'll be flicked down. It'll be a toss in there for Syracuse. And as Coach Colton said, we get a lead. We're not going to pull off any. We'll stay right at it. I'm not sure if that ball. Interesting that the Celtic player, I think it was Stroud, went over there to corral the ball and bring it back in. And looking into the sun, you see shading their eyes as a throw in into the box. Headed back, not completely out, now flicked out. Sent right back in, but not a lot of purpose on that one. It's easily picked up there by Finstermacher. High ball, floating. Danielson with it. Gets it over to Stroud, now working forward. Here comes a little bit of a rush by the black and green. Well, that was a nice defensive play. And you see on the near side you had Carter Jackson breaking through. Caden Stafford working on the far side. That ball will go out. Toss in for Celtic. And I tell you, they were looking at that particular play at Carter Jackson, who was breaking down the near side. The ball instead went to the far side. And here's a little space here for Celtic. They'll send it forward once again, really putting the pressure on the defense of Syracuse. So going down on that play looked like Stewart. Either Stewart or Mulcahy. And here comes Jackson. Jackson lined up, but putting it in play then. Okay, a little pressure once again. Ball sent up, a little back flick there. Nice job. Adlet comes up with it, sends it right back. Nice ball down toward the corner. And good quick hustle there by Jackson. Will clear it away. And it must have just touched one of the Celtic players. And the offside flag is up, just offside, just across the midfield line. And we had a pretty good angle on that one. You can see that one pretty easily. And I appreciate these the assistant referees that up and down the sideline getting that angle. There's a ball that's going to go all the way in. Looks like Juicin comes out. He gets plowed over. Ball will be sent to the side. And now controlled by Syracuse. Good fight back in the back there by Giblin, and he comes up against Caden Stafford. He's got his hands full, and he controlled it right there. Good job. Syracuse tries to turn it back in again, but this time it's met by Simons. He'll send it the other way. And we're seeing a lot of defense right now. A few rushes, and then the defense will pick it up. This is like a 2-on-5. Ball worked around there. It'll be a set piece here. A little bit of a breeze now blowing in near side to far side, and this ball will be going. Let's see if they do a quick play. They're gonna have a set piece. They're gonna set it up. Lining it up. Trying to get it near the top of the box. That's where most of the orange shirts are. Here's the ball coming in. Hit the shoulder there, one of the defenders. Working the ball to the side. It's right on the line. Stays in. Nice job there. That was Smith doing a great job keeping that ball in. Working it up is Adlet. Now here comes Syracuse just like that. Pulls the switch and takes it the other way. Ball sent in. Let's see if it's onside. So far, Casey Phillips onside. Left foot, shot, blocked, loose, and picked up. Fenstermacher had it off his fingertips briefly, but was able to reach right out and pull it back in. Another good rush there by Syracuse. And as you see, moving into the 19th minute. 1-0 your score. Ball bounding around again. Pressure put on. Here comes Adler. That one's going to be another corner. Lawrence Adler really being a force. Stroud as well. Continue to put the pressure on. Still finding themselves down by one. The equalizer just has been elusive. Probably the double digit now in corners. Left foot in the box, headed around. And it'll be a goal kick there. I believe Simon's the one put that one in play. And actually it was not. It was Miles Lamb. Miles Lamb putting the left foot in there. Had some speed on it. Just couldn't get it deflected toward the back of the goal. Simons heads that one away. Working it through traffic. Adlet now tries to send a through ball, but Juicin is there to slide out and secure it. Not a cloud in the sky. Maybe the moon is up and temperature rising a little bit as we move through this contest. Boy, a long ball there as Juicin really got a foot into it. Bring it forward now, Linhard. He's done some good passing and setting up his teammates. Working, here's another one. Sends that one in toward Duel, taken away nicely by Thompson. Ball to the near side, that's going to come right here toward us. Well, Stewart now will send it back. Jackson, Stewart. Nice foot put in there by, guess who, Adlet. Ball down the near side, worked in there by Smith. Taken away, defense, and just like that, it comes the other way. These two teams so offensive-minded. Attacking, attacking, attacking. Here comes the ball on the far side. Looks like Burke chasing it down. Burke will come in, trying to get that high pressure. As we've seen it all match. Celtic having a little bit of a breather here. Take a little bit of possession time to kind of catch a breath. Has some space. Everybody catching their breath here for a moment. That ball sent in toward Caden Stafford. Stafford has the ball at his feet, turns. He is really, man, he can just handle that ball so well. He works his way around 3 or 4 different defenders, now feeds it off. His brother, Kaysen. Ball to the far side. Sent in the box, just flicked away. And now going the other way. Looks like Jackson will have the edge on that ball as he was racing against Chaz Smith. Ball kept in. And here comes Kaysen Stafford. Collision there. Tumbling down, but Celtic comes away with it. Now Stewart. Back and forth we go. There's Harple. Working on the far side, Mulcahy. A little bit of space. Rarity. Simon's over there to close it down. Ball right at midfield, and we look at the clock to see where the 23rd minute. No scoring here in this second half. The only goal coming back in the 15th minute of the first half. Caden Stafford with a ball that was sent in nicely from Duel. Smith steps up, takes it right away, and boy, what an advantage here. He's got some speed, he's got the ball at his feet, he's got some options. He's trying to get it out to the left side. You've got Caden Stafford over there. He gets it back to Phillips. Kaysen Stafford right back to Phillips. Phillips working in, and that'll be a foul on the side as he shoves the defender to the ground. Quickly put in play by Finstemacher. Ball coming right back in. Linhard works it to the left, takes it in. Little shove. A lot of contact there, still working with it. Going one-on-one with St. Martin. Caden Stafford, here's a guy you don't want to go one-on-one with. Puts a foot on it, and you see how he scored so many goals. He gets frustrated as well. You can hear him get frustrated when he's open and doesn't get the ball. That ball sent out. It'll be a toss in here for Syracuse. And you see Chaz Smith looking for the foul. He's got subs coming in now. Matias De Jesus will check in. Coming out will be Lamb. That's for Celtic. Team out of Baltimore. Head coach Mike St. Martin. Team from Syracuse, from the Syracuse Development Academy, SDA. Head coach Shannon Colton. Ball sent back toward the open player in the middle. That was Mulcahy. Smith sends it back to De Jesus. The right side, and it was, actually that was Stroud. Now he'll drop it for St. Martin. Caruana will go in. Ethan. Looks like he's coming in for dual. Fresh legs coming in on both sides, trying to get some action here midway through this second half. We're going into the 26th minute. It'll be a toss in right in front of the Celtic bench. St. Martin ready with it. Has been waiting. Now he'll toss it in. Ball sent in, flicked around. Black shirts near the top of the box. Sent back out. Working over here is Giblin. Giblin a little space. Now sends a low ball inside. Tried to tackle it away. That was Lepper who was in there breaking up the play. De Jesus. Adlet. Ball in. It's going to be high and over the bar, but you can use the sun right there. That sun shining into the face of the keeper. If you're bringing it in from the right side, the near side, the sun could be a factor.
Everything outside.
And we'll put it in play here from right to left as you're watching, as you have the best seat in the house, folks. Daniel Reed, our producer, appreciate his work. Appreciate the folks with the setup. That ball sent back in and picked up nicely by Juicin. So letting the players move slowly down the pitch. Everybody catching a breath. That's a high ball coming across. Headed down in the back there by Giblin. Working it up, trying to get it forward. There's Caden Stafford, tries to flip it back. No one there except the defense. Had the idea. I tell you what, if you're around Caden Stafford, you can tell he's like a Steph Curry in the dribble when it comes to the ball at his feet. Got the handles and the sandals. Simon sends it in. That ball coming in. Let's see if it's going to be flicked. It is. And nice job by the defense. Stewart is there. And what a rush that was by Stroud. And he came so close. The defense stepping up as Cam Stewart in the right place, right time. It'll be another corner, however, for Baltimore Celtic. We're looking at the 67th minute. Ball in, low, bounding around. Who's going to come up with it? It's still loose. And looks like we'll have another corner. This may be a dozen corners now for Celtic. Right foot will be put on it. Low ball, front post, and it's headed away. Now a quick turnaround. You got an opportunity. Trying to get it up toward Caden Stafford. Just couldn't get it up in the air. If he could have gotten higher in the air, had a good chance there. Stafford getting frustrated. Didn't get the service. And taken to the far side. Looks like Linhard will bring it down. Looking in toward his teammate. Defense hustling back. Now the toss in on the far side. Sub getting ready to come in. This will be Kwaku Marfo Sarbing. Kwaku. Waiting for Danielson to come off. And he will come out. Getting ready to head back in. Kwaku back in. He was in the first half. Bringing in some fresh legs. There's a toss. Stafford with it. Now he'll turn. Gets loose again. And once again, just showing that ability to get free when he's surrounded by two, maybe even three players. Ball tossed in on the far side. In sun in the face of the players looking from the far side to the near side. Fans on the far side looking right into the sun. As it rises, though, it'll be a little bit easier throughout the day. Ball forward. Here comes Smith. Smith, he's a good scorer. Ball sent to Kwaku now. Send it over to a shot put up. That's off to the right. That was Stroud who got a good strike on it. Right foot. Juicin now will put it in play. Ball sent out, headed right back in. Stroud now sends it back in toward his teammates. Work the top. Defense there. Pesky defense, but good job by Edlin. A little foul there. This will be an opportunity. And let's see, this was Mulcahy. Looks like he was the one with the foul. So this will be about maybe 6-8 yards outside the box. This is a good opportunity here for Celtic, trying to get the equalizer. As we said, moving into the 71st minute, 40-minute halves, a little extra time possibly. The wall being set up, making sure that it's 10 yards back. So you see it's just inside. So you're looking about 26 yards out. And it's a low shot just over the bar. Was it touched? It was. And Juicin just with a fingertip. But what a strike that was. That had some power on it. High just above the bar. About another foot down. Could have been a problem for Syracuse as they switch up a little bit, sending Caden Stafford in. Back post. High ball goes through. Trying to get it out toward Linhard. Linhard now. He comes away with it, and he's got a teammate. He's got a 2-on-1 if he can get it over to the left. Working down through there was Caruana. Ball on the far side will be tossed in there. It is Jacob Linhard. And a toss in there as things quieted down briefly. Sent down to Stafford. Still working, trying to get that insurance goal if you're Syracuse. For Baltimore Celtic, it is an equalizer they're looking for. They've had many opportunities. I mean, probably between 12 and 15 corners. Had set pieces that they've come close as well. But the score remains 1-0. Left-footed shot, flicked away. Ball in there, and handball called on this one. And that was Mulcahy, I believe. Yes, it was. Had worked his way up from the midfield. He'll work his way back now. The defense set, but constantly 3 Celtic players putting the pressure on, trying to come up with that equalizer here as we come down to the last few moments of this contest. Ball slides through. DeJesus is there. Stroud now sends it in, and finally Juicin now will send it back.
What is that foul for, though? Because they bumped.
And a yellow card is going to be a booking here for Phillips.
They bumped each other's hips.
So that is around the 73rd minute. Yellow card for Casey Phillips, listed in the program as Philip Phillips. But the coach says he goes by Casey, so that's what we'll say. So the booking is finished. Here we go. Liam Giblin, he'll put it in play. Ball sent in, top of the box, headed by the defense. And here we go again. Syracuse with an opportunity, and they just couldn't get it past the defense of Sean Thompson. He's there again. Offside flag goes up.
Chip it. Chip it. Don't worry about the time. Play. Harder.
So Jackson will put it in play. The forwards of Celtic staying right there. Here's a long ball. And working his way in, taken down. Looked like Phillips was taken down there. No whistle. Working here is Adlet. And a nice job there, sending it into the bench. Tackle done nicely by the defense of Syracuse. St. Martin will toss it in. Headed down. A lot of urgency here for both teams. Here comes Stafford. You know how dangerous he can be. If you've been listening and watching it all. And the ball just trickles across the line. The flag goes up. Alec Carey will check in for Baltimore. Coming out will be Harple. Harple comes out. Carey comes in. So Simons looks like he will do the honors on the far side, tossing it in for the black and green. We got the blue and orange and the black and green. Ball back to Giblin. Giblin looking. Nice interception there. Good job there by Stewart. He's going to take it right down the pitch. He's going to take it back to the left. A little trickery. Works it to the left. Puts a foot on it. It's going to go through. Didn't have any help on the right side. And you see down there kind of lurking were Linhard and Caden Stafford to the right. Working it back in. Probably 76th minute here. 80-minute contest, possibly with some extra time. Working the ball up is Giblin. Now gets it up to teammate Stroud. Stroud sends it all the way across to Simons. Well, that's actually to Jesus. Trying to send it forward again, and once again, we see the words of Coach Colton coming true over and over. They will not lay back. They will continue to press. They will continue to try to score. That ball will go out. Another sub getting ready to come in. It's August Wiggin for Celtic. Let's see who else is coming in. Wiggin will come in for Adlet. And we'll take that back. Owen Anglin will come in for Adlet. Coming in, Wiggin will come in for Simons, so give them a little rest here at the end. But, boy, you've got some urgency here, trying to get some fresh legs in if you're Baltimore, trying to get somebody in there to put one in the back of the net, tie things up. 1-0 the score. That goal coming way back in the 15th minute. Ball sent in, headed down. Anglin working with it. Cleared away. Linhard now sends it on in. Stafford working with it. Nice job there defensively by Thompson. Thompson going up against a monster offensive player in Caden Stafford, showing his defensive prowess. Well, that one, that was a big fall there. He got the back legs, and a yellow card is given. Looks like that's Kwaku who drew that card. So here we go. They put that ball in play as the three orange shirts gather around, looking for some options. Let's see who will actually put their foot on it. Looks like Jackson hits a high ball in the box, and it's secured nicely by Finstemacher. Here comes a long ball, trying to turn the tables. Defense is there. A lot of contact. Continue play. Ball worked in the back line. Now trying to send it forward. Headed down by the defense. Phillips to Linhard. Linhard far side to Lepper. Just kind of control the ball right now as the clock becomes the enemy of Celtic. Ball sent in, and let's see, it's going to be offside.
3 subs. 4 subs. 3 minutes is fine. Holy smokes, come on, man.
Coming in, that's going to be Thompson who will put it in play. Looks like he's lining it up with the left foot. Nope, right foot toward midfield. Headed down. We've been told 3 minutes will be added. Time on. So as we, in the 80th minute, 3 minutes added on. Ball bounding around. Linhart comes up with it. And once again, this Syracuse team not backing off. They want another goal. And looks like just offside again. Caden Stafford really working hard trying to get free.
We 2 in the first half, there were 7 subs and a goal. So you tell me what's the difference. There was a goal and 7 subs in the first half. We did 2 minutes. There was 3 subs this half, and you got 3 minutes. Where was the extra time? There was someone. Is there someone I missed? I'm just asking. That's all. You tell me the difference.
Ball to St. Martin as we listen to
I'd like to know.
Coach Colton chatting with the official here right in front of us. Ball on the side. St. Martin now will toss it in.
Do the math yourself. You do the logic. Logic 101, man.
Here it is. Tossing it in. Into the box. Headed around. Still loose in there. And finally coming out briefly. Ball sent in, but sent right to the hands of Juicin. That was Wiggin who had checked in, who got a foot on it, but really nobody there to help deflect it and try to redirect it. That ball sent deep. It's going to be bounding through, trying to get it through. Good job by St. Martin to get a head on it. And ball on the side. Toss in here. Let's see who's going to toss it in. Caden Stafford will leave it. Carey working hard, trying to come up with it, but Syracuse will have the toss. There's a toss in toward the middle. Nice ball sent out there, working it into Caruana. Caruana who can score as well. And a ball sent right to the defense. Coach a little upset about that. And a nice job. Flicked away. Stafford, can he get to it? There's going to be a foul out front. And you'll see the referee having a little chat there with Kwaku Marfo Sarbing. So we see we're probably about a minute and a half to go here. We're in extra time. Second half, 1-0 your score. Score coming back in the 15th minute. Put in by Caden Stafford. A nice assist. Ball worked around in the box. Donovan Duell with the touch that really set up that goal. And here comes another rush by Celtic. They have done this all day. They've had the pressure that's come forward. They just have not been able to finish. Working across the top of the box. Carey sends it out to the near side. Stroud flicked away nicely. Let's see who that was. That was Thompson. That was good pressure there by Phillips to flick it away. Here's a toss into the box. High toss. Sent down but not out. Wiggin steps up, and now here comes Stafford. And that will be the game as the whistle is blown in the midfield, and that will do it as we see the end of this contest. And as a hard-fought battle by these two rivals, these teams have played now 8 times the last couple years, and the results have been 5 victories for Syracuse, 3 for Celtic. This one a 1-0 victory. First game here on Field 3 in the National Championship Series of U.S. Youth Soccer. Once again, your final 1-0, Caden Stafford with the goal. So congratulations to Syracuse as they move forward. And this Baltimore Celtic team playing very well. Keep their heads up high. They'll be seen throughout this week, and they will be heard again. We'll check out now for this contest. Hope you'll join us once again as we move through this great week here from Overland Park, Kansas. John Peters, Daniel Reed, and our crew, thank you for joining us.